Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Blog Podcast. Today is Thursday, March 29th, 2018. Today I'm going to recap last night's NBA action, pick the TNT doubleheader for tonight, as well as looking ahead to other games tonight, recapping last night's NHL slate, and looking ahead to tonight's NHL slate. At the NIT final, I'll pick, and I'll go over all the MLB action for today. Last night in the NBA, the 76ers defeated the Knicks 118-101. Sixers improved to 44-30. Knicks dropped to 27-49. Dario Saric 26 in the win. Michael Beasley 22 in the loss. The Cavs defeated the Hornets 118-105. Good bounce back for the Cavs. They improved to 45-30. Charlotte drops to 34-42. LeBron put up 41 in the win. Kemba Walker put up 21 in the loss. The Nets beat the Magic 111-104. Nets 24-51, Magic 22-52. D'Angelo Russell put up 16 in the win. Nikola Vucevic put up 24 in defeat. Grizzlies beat the Trailblazers 108-103. Terrible loss for Portland. They dropped to 46-29. Memphis improves to 21-54. Marshawn Brooks put up 21 in the win. CJ McCollum put up 42 in defeat. The Timberwolves defeated the Hawks 126-114. The Timberwolves got a big win, 43-33 now in the year. Atlanta drops to 21-54. Karl-Anthony Towns, 56 points and 15 rebounds in the win. Michael Muscala, 24 in defeat. The Celtics beat the Jazz 97-94 on a game-winning three by Jaylen Brown. Boston improves to 52-23. Utah drops to 42-33. Brown, who had the game winner, 22 in the win. Donovan Mitchell put up 22 in defeat. The Clippers beat the Suns 111-99. Clippers had to win that game. They improved to 41-34. Phoenix drops to 19-57. Tobias Harris put up 27 in the win. Tyler Ulis put up 23 in defeat. The Lakers defeated the Mavericks 103-93. The Lakers improved to 33-41. Dallas drops to 23-52. Brook Lopez put up 22 in the win. Harrison Barnes put up 17 in defeat. Tonight's slate only 5 games. Wizards, Pistons, Bulls, Heat. Thunder, Spurs is a TNT game. I was going to pick Oklahoma City here, and then I realized I don't really trust them away from home. This feels like a classic Spurs win to me. So give me Popovich and company to get a big home win here to improve their standing in the Western Conference. Pacers at the Kings, and then Bucks at the Warriors. Kevin Durant back tonight, so give me the Warriors at home. So the picks for Maddie's picks for tonight in terms of NBA are the Spurs and the Warriors. NHL last night, a couple games. The Capitals defeated the Rangers 3-2 in overtime. On the overtime winner by Evgeny Kuznetsov. That was his 25th of the year. The rest of the scoring, Kevin Hayes on the power play put the Rangers up 1-0, his 22nd of the year. At the end of the first period, Andrei Burakovsky, his 10th of the year, 1-1. Rangers go up 2-1 on a goal by Ryan Spooner in the third period, and then Lars Eller with a little over a minute to go with his 18th of the year ties it up at 2. And the Capitals get a big win to hold on to first place in the Metropolitan Division. The Maple Leafs defeated the Panthers 4-3. Mitch Marner got the scoring going first. 1-0 Toronto to his 21st of the year. Austin Matthews 30th of the year, 2-0 Toronto. Patrick Marleau 3-0 Toronto, 25th of the year. That was all in the first period. Jonathan Huberdeau, his 24th of the year, puts the Panthers on the board. Huberdeau gets the Panthers within 1 with his 25th of the year and make it 2-3. James Van Riemsdyk put his 35th of the year in the net. 4-2 Toronto. Evgeny Dadonov, 25th of the year, 3-4 as the Panthers fall short in Toronto. Big win for Philadelphia, 2-1 winners over the Avalanche. Claude Giroux put his 27th of the year in the net to put the Flyers up 1-0. 2-0 Flyers in the first period by Ivan Provorov to put it 2-0. Avs get on the board in the second period. Matt Nieto, his 14th of the year, 2-1, and that was the scoring in that game. And your last game in action from last night, the Coyotes defeated the Golden Knights 3-2. Bad loss for Vegas. The scoring went like this. Kevin Cottonen, 1-0 Arizona. Eric Howell, his 29th of the year, ties it up for the Knights. Richard Panik puts the Coyotes up 2-1 with his 12th of the year. Alex Touch, his 15th of the year, ties it up at 2 for the Knights. And that was in the second period. And also in the second period, Kevin Connaughton, his 9th of the year, to make it 3-2. And that was it for the scoring. Bad loss for the Knights. Nice win for Arizona. Your slate tonight, you have a couple games. Lightning at the Bruins. This is likely for the Atlantic Division. I wish this game was on NBCSN, but it's not. Red Wings Sabres, Penguins Devils. Wish that game was on TV too. That's a huge game for New Jersey. Panthers Senators. Sharks Predators is a nice one. Stars Wild is the game on NBCSN tonight. The Stars are hanging around that wild card race in the Western Conference. The Wild are in third in their division. I think Minnesota wins this one at home. Devin Dubnyk leads the way. Jets Blackhawks, meh. Blue Jackets Flames is a nice one. Flames are eliminated from playoff contention though, but Columbus is in that third spot in their division and trying to chase Pittsburgh. Oilers Canucks you have as well as Coyotes Kings. That's your NHL slate for tonight. The NIT final is tonight as well between Penn State and Utah. Penn State has the best player on the court in Tony Carr, as they'll win the NIT championship, as they'll get expectations going into next year, and perhaps they'll make the big dance in 2019. Penn State should be proud of the season that they had this year, so give me Penn State in a close one over to Utah Utes. MLB starts today. There's 2 games that were postponed due to weather, which was Pirates Tigers, and as well as Nationals Reds. Those 2 games are postponed due to rain and will both be played tomorrow. You have the Cubs at the Marlins getting underway on ESPN. I'm going to pick the ESPN games, actually. I think the Cubs win this one easily. The Marlins are going to be terrible this year. John Lester's getting the opening day start, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for John Lester to get off to a good start against a bad Miami team. You have Cardinals Mets. That's a nice one. Twins Orioles should be fun. ESPN also, you have the Astros against the Rangers. Cole Hamels against Justin Verlander. The Astros are out to prove everybody that they're still the best team in the league after all the moves the Yankees made. I think the Astros are going to come out and win this game. I think Carlos Correa is going to have a nice game, as well as Jose Altuve. Verlander will have a great game as well. So give me the Houston Astros to start the season 1-0. I mentioned the Yankees, who are arguably the league's best team, in Toronto against the Blue Jays. This is going to be a little bit emotional from a Blue Jays standpoint. They're going to honor Roy Halladay before the game, I believe, and I won't be surprised if there's some emotion in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if the Yanks got tripped up here in Toronto, but only because of the Halladay thing, and the Blue Jays, I think, could possibly rise to the occasion there. Red Sox at the Rays. Chris Archer going for Tampa. That might be another quote-unquote upset. Angels Athletics should be interesting. It's when their Shohei Ohtani is going to make an appearance as a hitter in this game. Phillies Braves is interesting between 2 NL East teams on the rise. Aaron Nola against Julio Teheran. That's a nice pitching matchup there. Brewers Padres. Eric Hosmer's Padres debut against the new look Brewers. Oh, that's funny. I just realized it's Lorenzo Cain against Eric Hosmer. That's a little fun. And then you have White Sox Royals. You have James Shields making the opening day start for the White Sox, as the White Sox are pegged as a team that, by some people, that makes a surprise run, not necessarily to the playoffs, but like in the regular season, and kind of just hang around the race. That's what I think is going to happen with them. I think they'll be 500 in July, like the Phillies. And I predicted that on yesterday's podcast, and I think they'll still be a seller to come the trade deadline, though. ESPN, the third game, it's the debut of Matt Vasserge and Alex Rodriguez in the Sunday night booth with Jessica Mendoza and Buster Olney. You have the Dodgers against the Giants from Shabazz regime. Madison Bumgarner's not making the start because he broke his finger. Ty Block is getting the ball for the Giants, and Clayton Kershaw's getting the ball for the Dodgers. It's an ESPN game, so I'll pick it. The Dodgers should win this one easily. Kershaw will dominate that Giants lineup, and as the Giants will show their age against the league's best pitcher, so give me the Dodgers there. An interesting game in the nightcap of the ESPN quadruple header, Indians-Mariners on ESPN. Felix Hernandez against Corey Kluber. I think this is an upset. give me the Mariners here to upset the apple cart because there's a couple unexpected results. I think this is one of them. I think Hernandez pitches relatively well. I think Corey Kluber will pitch well too. I won't be surprised if this ends on a walk-off. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is your walk-off game that ends on a walk-off home run by, let's go with Nelson Cruz, who I think will be an all-star this year. So I think the Mariners, the Dodgers, the Astros, and the Cubs will be your winners on national TV today. And then the other game is the second and third best teams in the NL West faced off in the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. I feel like the Rockies and Diamondbacks meet on opening day every single year. You have Patrick Corbin's making the opening day start, and John Gray going for the Rockies. Should be a fun game. I wish some of these games are on national TV. I'll be back tomorrow recapping all these baseball games, all the hockey, all the basketball, and whatever other news comes about. This was a short podcast today. I wanted to make this one short, and I did. I hope you guys have a nice day.